My uncle walked into my room and asked, "Why does it smell like government in here?" I was playing video games when Uncle Randy burst through my door at 2 in the morning. His eyes were wild, and he was sniffing the air like a bloodhound. "Why does it smell like government in here?" he asked. "Uncle Randy, you're talking crazy again," I said, pausing my game. "Who are you calling crazy?" He lunged at me and put me in a chokehold. I tried to fight back, but I was only 16, and he was a trained soldier. His arm was tight around my neck, and I couldn't breathe. Then suddenly, he let go and vomited blood all over my carpet. Dark red blood mixed with something that looked like coffee grounds. "Oh God," he gasped, holding his stomach. "They got me. They finally got me." Uncle Randy wasn't always like this. Before he joined the army, he was the coolest uncle ever. He taught me how to ride a bike and took me fishing every weekend. We built a treehouse together, and he never missed my baseball games. But when he came back from Afghanistan 3 years ago, he was completely different. He became paranoid about everything. He kept all the curtains closed in his apartment and put aluminum foil on the windows. He stopped going outside during the day because he said satellites were watching him. He walked around the house with a knife tucked in his waistband and checked under his car for bombs every morning. "I did something terrible over there," he told me once. "Something the government wants to keep quiet. One of these days, they're going to poison me or make me disappear." I never believed him. I kept telling my parents that Uncle Randy needed professional help, but they just said he'd always been a little crazy even before the war. They let him live in our basement because they felt bad for him, but they never took his paranoia seriously. But now, he was on my bedroom floor spitting up blood at 2 in the morning. His skin was pale and sweaty. He kept clutching his stomach and moaning about bugs and poison. "We need to get you to the hospital," I said. "No hospitals. That's where they'll finish me off. Uncle Randy, you're literally vomiting blood. You need help." He tried to stand up but collapsed again. More blood came out. I ran upstairs and woke my parents. My dad took one look at Randy and called 911 while my mom grabbed towels. The paramedics had to basically wrestle Randy onto the stretcher. He kept screaming about government agents and assassination attempts. They let me ride in the ambulance because I was the only one who could keep him somewhat calm. We waited in the emergency room for hours. They ran tests and took x-rays while Randy insisted they were installing tracking devices. Finally, around 6 in the morning, a doctor came out looking concerned. "We need to get your uncle psychiatric help immediately," she said. "What's wrong with him?" I asked. "He swallowed a razor blade." My stomach dropped. "What? Why would he do that?" The doctor showed me the x-ray. There it was, clear as day. A small razor blade sitting in his stomach. It had cut him up inside, which caused all the bleeding. When we asked him why he did it, he said he needed to cut out the bug the government implanted in his stomach. The doctor explained. "He's been planning this for weeks, apparently. He thought if he could cut the bug out from the inside, they couldn't track him anymore." I sat down hard in the waiting room chair. Uncle Randy hadn't been poisoned by the government. He'd poisoned himself with his own paranoia.